In this video, we're mixing together every fish attractant we can get our hands on into one insane concoction and putting it to the ultimate test. We're targeting as many different species as we can possibly catch, and we're not stopping there. By the end of this video, I hook into one of the biggest fish of my life. And if this concoction actually works, we're taking it to a real tackle shop to see if the idea is just crazy enough for them to put it on the shelves. All right, guys, we're here at the fishing section, walking through here, and we just passed the catfish stuff. Is this it? All right, this right here is all like the power bait stuff. Oh, here we go. Fish attractant right here. This is Gulp fish attractant. We've got different flavors here, but I feel like this isn't all they got. There has to be more. We got power bait as well, but I'm gonna go over here and see if we can find a little bit more. I feel like they have more than that. Okay. Oh, okay. I think we're getting somewhere now. We got magic bait, fish oil, we got fish scent. Okay, yeah, we're getting into some stuff. Now this here is catfish bait. We're not doing that. We've already done that in previous videos, but we have garlic formula. There's probably gonna be a lot of garlic options. Shad formula. We've got bait fuel. I've heard a lot about bait fuel.
Look here, they got fish oil.
Yeah, fish oil.
Golly, son.
Yeah, that's a thing. I take one of those pills every night or something like that. Yeah, fish oil pills. We got bait fuel. I've heard a ton about bait fuel. What about these? We gotta mix these up as well, right? This right here's liquidy. Dang, that's expensive though.
You know that stuff is? You put it on your bait and it shows up on live scope better.
Oh, sure enough. Live sonar intensifier. So that's not really a attractant. We got slab jam. All right, we got some options here. We probably need to get a buggy. All right, guys, we got us a little cart here. We're just gonna start adding stuff. We got garlic plus. This stuff is this is gonna be an expensive video,
this
bro.
This is gonna be way more expensive than
we got bubble gum flavor.
Really, spray that on your tongue, test it out.
Yeah, maybe the loser of this challenge, if there's a loser somehow. We might make Zach do that. We're definitely getting that. We're getting the shad scent. We're getting the garlic scent. We're getting the crawfish scent.
Some smelly jelly.
Oh, we gotta have the smelly jelly. Can we?
That's iconic. Where I grew up, that's what we used.
Really?
No.
Ooh.
Is it smelly?
Honestly, it kind of smells like cotton candy. I might just have leftover cotton candy on my hands. I don't know.
We got to get some fish oil.
Fish oil's going in.
Got to. But the magic.
Gotta have it.
The power.
Gotta have it. Which is, I don't know, it's different looking, but we're gonna get it. We got power bait, crappie attractant. Okay. Will that work for everything else? I don't know. We got bait fuel. Gotta have this stuff. We're gonna do shad formula. We're gonna get garlic. And is there anything else? I think we just have shad and garlic. We've seen that there's some other options right over here. Okay, yeah. This is the first aisle we came to. We have gulp, which is definitely gonna be happening.
We've already got the crappie attractant. They got bass attractant.
Oh, bass attractant.
We need that.
Sweet. Okay, that's perfect. Crawfish. Do we already have this? No, I don't think we have that. Put that in there. And then we have night crawler. There's night crawler. Okay, and then I think that is pretty much everything in this section. We're going to keep looking around and let's see if we can find something else. We're going to make this as crazy as possible.
Let me tell you, right here in this cart alone, we've probably got $100.
Are you kidding me?
Just right here.
This is going to be insane.
Tate's bait has gotten expensive.
Yeah, this right here is going to be Tate's fish attractant, though. You know what? I'm going to give a shout out to Cabela's here in Lexington. These people are way cool. We've been filming all over the place. They brought us one of these hats. Look at that. What a great people here. Like, everybody's been super cool. I just want to shout out to them real quick. We were looking for the dip and glow now. We've been told they have it, and we want to make sure. I feel like that's a staple. It's a visual attractant while also like a garlicky type deal.
It's public enemy #1 to all boat carpets around the world.
And pretty much. You don't want to get that stuff on your hands either. It doesn't come off. We have split up here looking for the dip and glow. I think Spike It is like the most typical brand. So again, I gotta say shout out to the crew out here at Cabela's. These were not out. They just, I think, recently got a truck in, and they went and found these for us. So they had orange and they had fire red. I told them we want both of these, and they hooked it up.
The original scented lure dice.
Yeah,
original.
Yeah. Well, when you think about fish attractants, this is usually what you think about. Spike It. So I feel like this challenge, we're just gonna have to go find it. They helped us out a ton, so huge shout out to them. I can't wait to see how much this is gonna cost.
It's gonna come out like solid black in the bottle.
There's a lot of stuff in here. I'm excited to see how this goes. So let's go see how much this costs. We've got a lot of goodies here. We're already at $84. She's still grabbing stuff out here. So I said $140.
I feel like we're unfortunately,
we're at $100.
You might be right. This is gonna be the world's most expensive fish attractant.
We're at $156.62. But anyway, we're gonna buy this stuff, head on back to the house, get it mixed up, take it out to the lake.
We got the Michelin man on staff for today.
It's hot in this thing. All right, guys, we have made it back home, and we are out here. We got all the baits, all the attractants rather, right here on the boat, and we're getting ready to start the concocting, the what you really came here for. Not the bread, not the slice of cheese, not the lettuce. The meat patty is what we're getting ready to construct before your very eyes. So what I'm thinking is we have a container. You want to get our container? This is an Erlenmeyer flask, but this is like a an Irvin Meyer flask is what this is.
Patent pending.
Yeah, patent pending on this. I don't even know if we should show this right now. But anyway, this is what we're gonna be mixing everything together in. And we're gonna try to go through each of these and put similar amounts. We're not going to measure them down to like the fluid ounce or anything, but we're gonna try to keep it pretty fair. Give every one of these flavors, we'll call them flavors, give each of these different flavors here an equal opportunity. We're equal opportunity attractors. So that's what we're gonna do. You wanna go ahead and set this up? We also have our stand here.
Our stand.
This is our stand here, brought to you by Lois.
Very scientific.
Yeah, very scientific. Before I start handling these chemicals, I'm gonna go ahead and put my face shield back on. Under these circumstances, this is just what you gotta do.
We've evolved from the last Tate's Bait adventure.
We got that stuff on us and it's still on us.
Still us to this day.
It doesn't come off. So I think starting out, this right here is one I've never seen before. I wanna point this one out specifically because on the back, it has a very detailed record of what's in here, including sex pheromones, fear for pheromones. Why would you want fear pheromones in there?
Makes it seem like a scared bait fish.
Okay, yeah, that's a good point. That's what it says right here. Schooling, whatever that is, and special amino. This right here, very detailed.
There's science in there.
If anybody's ever used this or really any of these, let us know your success rate down in the comments. It's only fitting we just start out with this one.
Dr. Juice is gonna lead us off.
Oh, Dr. Juice.
That's him, Dr. Juice.
I've never heard of this.
You never met him?
Never met him before.
He fished a lot of high school tournaments back in my day.
Got a little spray bottle.
That's it, that's him, Dr. Juice.
You know what? I feel like most of our bottles are about this size. We're just gonna empty this bottle in there.
Oh, that's gonna be a problem. Our Erlenmeyer flask is gonna get blown away.
Beer. We're gonna pour in.
There it is.
This is really not a strong smelling deal here. It's mostly pheromones, and I think pheromones are like hormone release things that are released from things. That's what those are. Dr. Juice has been added to the concoction. That is the first ingredient. Now, let's go find our next victim.
Got a lot to choose from here.
Up next, we have the sticky liquid. It's called the smelly jelly. Oh, look at the colors that we're making here. Look at the colors. Now we got power bait bass attractant. That's gonna be the first species we target here, is just a largemouth bass.
Oh gosh, that's like thick. Look at that.
It's thick. It's like
a jelly almost.
So we're gonna do exactly what you've seen right there, just a bunch more times. So enjoy this epic montage, and if something insane happens, like Zach accidentally falls and drinks it or something and doesn't make it, we'll let you know, okay? Enjoy this epic montage. Oh, it's on me. Never get that off. Wind is not working in our favor.
There's a reaction going on in there. Look.
Yeah, there definitely is. Oh yeah, look at those bubbles. We have definitely created something here that probably should not be existing right
There's
now.
mustard gas in a little clear jar.
The sprays were brutal because now I just smell like garlic. Everything has been added into this concoction, and you can see bubbles happening. You can see chemical reactions. You can see nuclear
Fission is going on.
fission is happening.
Nuclear fission. You like that?
Yeah.
I'm not totally convinced there's a reaction happening in there that's not supposed to be happening.
We are going to stir it up.
What's that?
I don't know what that was. It's like something Boone hacked up earlier or something. Ooh.
Well,
Oh my God.
that's the one thing we couldn't do.
Yep, that's rough.
If there was one single thing that couldn't happen, that was it. Did you not see it getting full?
No, I didn't.
That's brutal.
I did not.
That's bad. It's probably eroding that plastic right now.
The concoction has been made. What are we gonna call this? We've not yet decided, but we must come up with a name before we actually put this thing out to sell. So comment down some names right now, even though we'll probably already have names. Who knows, we may change it afterwards, I don't know. So if we're actually gonna be selling this attractant, we need to see what people think of it. Because at the end of the day, they're gonna see it and they're probably gonna decide whether or not they wanna buy it. So we're going into Walmart and we're gonna see what people's reaction is to the stank sauce. Let's see what they say. I'm here with
Mason Miner, Andrew Townsend.
How often do you guys fish?
We went fishing yesterday.
I say about every week,
What's your PB?
5 pounds.
7 pounds.
Do you ever use fish attractant?
What? Fish what?
Fish attractant. I'm here with.
Robert Epperson.
Do you fish much at all?
Yeah, I fish a lot.
Okay. What kind of fishing you do?
Catfishing, bass fishing.
Are you familiar with fish attractants? Do you ever use fish attractants, or
No, just live bait.
do you believe in fish attractants? You think they work?
No.
What if I told you that I mixed every fish attractant that I could find together into one? Do you think this would do any good, or you think it's
I think it worked.
So one, you don't think it would probably work, but if you mixed them all together,
I believe it worked.
do you think we can catch a giant fish with it?
Yes, I do.
I'm here with
Braden Howard.
Braden. How often do you fish?
Twice a week, probably.
Do you spend a lot of money on fishing equipment?
Yeah.
How much is a lot?
I don't know. I got quite a few rods.
Do you use any fish attractants, or do you believe they work?
No.
What if I told you that I took every single scent that I could find, mixed it into one bottle? Do you think this stuff could actually work?
I think it'll work, but I don't know how much it would work as good as like the bait as it normally would.
You're not saying I wouldn't catch fish. You just don't know if this would bring them in.
Yeah. I don't know if it's just worth it. You know what I mean?
Would you be willing to take a smell?
I guess. Whew. Man, this smells like a soft plastic.
We're here with
Skylar Mosley.
How often do you fish?
Every day that ends in a Y.
Okay, you're the kind of guy we're looking for. So I would take it you probably buy a lot of fishing stuff. How much do you spend on fishing stuff in general? Give us an idea.
$2,000-3,000 a year.
Ooh, okay, here we go. This is clientele. Do you use fish attractants?
No.
Do you use garlic, like spike it, any of that stuff ever before? If I told you that I mixed every fish attractant that I could find together into one, what would you think?
I think it's gonna stink.
Would you like to smell it?
Yeah, sure.
All right, here we go.
That stinks
Stout
awful.
stuff?
That's something awful.
No?
That stinks bad. That's bad.
All right, we have really targeted a certain demographic here. I think we need to branch out a little bit, target people who may not fish currently, but, you know, may get into fishing. See what they think about it. I'm here with
Sam Dotson.
How often do you fish?
A couple times a year, maybe.
Have you ever used fish attractant?
No.
Have you ever used like garlic scent, anything like that before?
No.
If I told you that I took every scent that I could find and mixed it into one bottle, do you think this right here could catch fish or make a difference?
Possibly.
Would you want to give it a smell?
Sure.
Here we go.
Strong.
It's strong.
It's strong.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how bad does it smell?
I used garlic scent once with my Uncle Tony.
What was you going after?
I think it was like catfish or something like that. I
Okay.
had no idea.
If I told you that I mixed every single fish attractant that I could find into this bottle, what would you say about that?
I'd be pretty surprised, to be honest.
Good luck catching anything.
I'm here with
Keith Carpenter.
Keith. When was the last time you went fishing?
Yesterday.
How often would you say you fish?
Once a week.
Have you ever used any kind of fish attractant?
Yes.
Okay, what kinds do you typically use?
The Pro Line series.
Okay. My man uses it. If I told you that I mixed every fish attractant that I could find into this one bottle, what would you have to say about that?
I say it probably stinks.
100%. Would you like to smell it?
No, I think I'll pass.
If I said please?
Yeah, I'll smell it.
Okay.
I expected it to be worse.
So that's my reaction too. I really don't think it's as bad as some other stuff I've used.
That doesn't smell bad. I wouldn't want to taste it though.
No. Please?
No.
I'm here with
Tracy,
When was the last time you went fishing?
it's been a few years.
When you do go fishing, what kind of baits do you usually use?
Just regular worms.
Have you ever used any kind of fish attractant?
No.
If I told you I mixed every single fish attractant that I could find together and come up with this, would you think it could possibly work just based off looking at it?
Probably not.
Would you be willing to take a smell of it?
Sure, I guess.
Okay. She seems so sure.
Smells like it's got garlic in it.
It
or
does.
something.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how bad is it? With 10 being the absolute worst.
It's not like it don't smell too bad.
So you would probably fish with it.
Probably.
Okay.
I would try it out.
I'm here with
Diane.
Okay, Diane. When was the last time you fished?
Years ago.
So not too often.
No.
Have you ever used any kind of fish attractant like garlic or put something on your bait like that?
No.
If I told you that I mixed every fish attractant that I could find anywhere together into this bottle, do you think this could work?
No.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Now that we know what people at Walmart actually think, we're going back home to do one final test before we finally take it to the water. Now it's time for the taste test. That's right, somebody is going to be tasting this, possibly. The lucky contestant, Zach. BDZ, as some call him. That's right, he might be tasting this right here, possibly the most toxic thing that he could ever put to his mouth. Or he could get some of the cleanest water that he's ever had in his life, purified by a 7-stage filtration system. This is the Water Drop A1. We've already got the stank sauce in a cup already, and we're about to fill this up via our Water Drop A1. Now, the Water Drop A1, it's a pretty sick system. It has a 7-stage filtration system, like I've already mentioned. It uses reverse osmosis. It removes salt, heavy metals, arsenic. Just list everything right here that it removes. It removes everything. You get good purified water, and Zach's really hoping that's what he's about to get. And it also has different temperature settings, so you can get water as cold as 41 degrees up to 203 degrees if you want like coffee or tea. When they told me they were sending me this thing, I thought it was going to be pretty complicated. It's not like at all. You take it, you plug it up, and you let it work. That's pretty much how it works. You can keep it in your RV, your kitchen, your bathroom, your bedroom, anywhere you want to put it, this thing can go there. We even thought about hooking it up to a generator, taking it camping with us. Look at that. Look at it work. All right, Zach, you can come on, brother. I gave him 20 bucks to do this, so don't feel bad for him. In front of you are 2 cups. One is the most pure water you've ever drank before in your life. The other, stank sauce. Your next move is very important. The cups are before you. Now, before he does this, I want to say a huge shout out to Water Drop for sponsoring this video, sending us this A1 unit out. It's really been great for me and my family, and I think you guys should check it out too. Top link in description. Now let's see what Zach thinks about the water, pure water. Pick 1 cup and drink it.
Where you at? Okay, here we go. Clean water.
All right, guys, I got a confession to make. We did not give him any stank sauce. We shouldn't do that to anybody, and it would be cruel and unusual punishment for Zach. But he did get a nice, fresh drink of water. Clean water. Again, shout out to Water Drop. With that said, let's get to fishing. All right, guys, we have made it out to the lake here, and your boy has the stank sauce. The old stank sauce.
It's a fancy logo we got going.
Yeah, that's the first ever logo. This right here is our first ever prototype. We're gonna bring it out here, we're gonna check it out, and
Is it leaking out of there?
it does leak just a little bit.
That's brutal.
So yeah, we're gonna have to work on the packaging. But anyway, stank sauce is in here. We've got it confined to this bottle. That way we don't have to really pour, we don't have to dip, get stuff all over the, all over the boat. What we're trying to avoid getting the stank sauce on. So the idea is that I'm gonna hang my bait over the side of the boat, way over here, and then I'm gonna spray it from afar. Hopefully all the stank juice gets in there, starts marinating, and then, when you throw your baits out, you catch fish. That's pretty much what Fish Attractant is. We're just trying to catch more fish. We know what the people want. We know what we want because we're fishermen. This is made by fishermen for fishermen. We're gonna go out here, try to get some cool pictures, get some proof that this stuff works, or really just find out for ourselves, does it really work? And if it does, at the end of this, we're gonna try to actually sell it. So with that said, we're waiting on Zach to come down here. We're backed in at the lake. Got some severe weather coming in. Hopefully the bite's gonna be good. Let's see if we can catch some fish on Tate's stank sauce. So you may be asking yourself, how are we really going to find out if this stuff works? How do we know? Well, this is exactly how we're going to know. I have here an A-rig, and an A-rig has multiple baits on it. Some of these baits, we're going to spray some stank on it, and some baits are not going to have stank on it. Here's the thing. Yes, a fish can be lured in by the stank and then just so happens to bite another one, okay? We know that's a possibility. But we're going to be running a controlled trial on this boat. Some of us will be throwing stank. Some of us will not be throwing the stank. I like just calling it the stank. So how this is going to work, again, like I said, we're going to hold this over the boat because we don't want this stuff on here.
No.
Ooh, there's somebody over here.
Uh-oh.
Don't want them knowing what's up. You know what I'm saying? And how we're going to keep track is right here's the bottom of the bait. We're going to spray it on the bottom ones.
Oh, there it goes.
Yeah, see that?
Golly, son.
It has a
Look at the water.
It has a vomit type color.
Tell me what, look, it's like solid in the water. Why is that?
I have no idea. That's just stank. That's how stank do. I'm gonna turn that off. I'm gonna let you take that.
You got stank on your hand.
I got a little stank on my middle finger on Tall Boy. Yeah, Zach's gonna put a little stank on his too.
Do not spray this over the carpet or our cup. Oh! There you go. Stank. Boom, stank all over it.
Stank.
Now close that little bobble right there before any catastrophe happens. And just like that, Zach is running the stank, Tate.
Well, if you're not running the stank, you should be.
Look, you're getting ready to drop some stank on us.
We're gonna get some GoPros running, start casting around, because that is the only way we're gonna find out if this truly works. And if it works, is the only way that we can really sell this stuff. I've always wanted to have my own bait company, have my own stuff. This is just the beginning. So start casting and put this stuff to the test. So in this area, there are 3 main species that people like to target: spotted bass, largemouth bass, and smallmouth bass. And if we're gonna target those type of customers, we gotta prove that we can catch those types of fish. So those are our main 3 species we're targeting.
I got one.
Spot.
How about that? Look at that.
Spotted bass. Got one on the crankbait. Look at that.
He's tiny.
I don't think that'll do.
I mean, what was Buddy thinking?
There was no stank on that, but little tiny guy. There we go. Heck yeah, I got one right here. There he is. Yep. So I made it. So I made it. Let's go. Which one did he eat? That's the big question. It's a nice little spot in the boat. Let's go. All right, boys. I want to say right there, we go by the orientation of the head. There's the bottom of the head. He ate the stank. And he ate it deep too. Is he bleeding? Yeah, he ate the stank a little too much. Yeah, he got hooked in the tongue, unfortunately. James, this might be one for the fridge for you, brother. Black and white him, but there he is. Got her rigged back up here. The stank strikes first, boys. The stank strikes first. But that's not gonna be enough. That's nothing to prove. Just one small spot. Well, it's a small spot and they're super aggressive. You can dangle pretty much anything in front of them and most of the time they're gonna eat it. We're gonna keep throwing this thing around and see if the stank can keep working.
If you look on here, it looks like that pink is kind of still coming through a little bit.
It's dyed. It's definitely dyed.
Staying on there.
Fish on?
No.
Stick?
No, stick.
Golly, stick. Comment down below if you've ever fought a stick all the way back to the boat.
Uh-oh. Back on.
Hooked up. Stank. Let's go.
Another spot.
Spotted bass love it. That's for sure. Yeah, he's chubby. Throw him in the live well. James is gonna eat him up later.
We'll have a fish fry with stank sauce on the side.
There you go. A little stanky from the inside out. Marination into the live well.
I actually got one.
Fish on? Net? I forgot we had the net.
Oh.
Oh, that's a walleye, it's a walleye, it's a walleye. Oh, let's go. Brother, that might be a keeper. That might be a freaking keeper on the freaking stank sauce. Let's go.
Here.
Yeah. All right. Is he a keeper? 16 inches? Probably not. He's not gonna make it, is he? He's too short.
Too short.
There's a walleye. We do not catch many of those at all.
Yeah, please.
Well, now
He's hooked.
He's hooked up again.
Stank sauce showing that it can catch multi-species. That's not even a species we really were targeting, but it worked beautifully. There he goes. Caught him on this little guy right here. Little swim bait. So still got the sauce on there. Oh yeah, you can see the little red tin on there. That's what he caught. Let's go. Fish.
There you go.
There he is. That's definitely one. That's a good one.
Oh, there you go.
That's not a good one. Another fish right here, boys. What is he?
It's like a largie.
A largemouth. Okay, on the different color actually. So we actually did not have stank sauce on that bait. So there's one against steak sauce. Did I say steak sauce?
Steak sauce, bro. You want a little A1 in your life?
Well, A1 on these baits. That'd be interesting to test out, to be honest with you. Little largemouth, nothing crazy. Definitely got to get something bigger than that. But there we go. Another fish. Don't judge me. All right, I'm a girl dad. Well, listen guys, this right here it's not good right now, okay?
Not what you want.
Like literally like just a couple miles right that way, we have
Severe thunderstorm warning.
Thunderstorm warning and potentially golf ball size hail.
Golf ball size hail, 60-mile-an-hour wind.
It's not what you want.
No.
Not what you want. So this video could go south. It may not get posted, but you know what? We've had a lot of videos like that. Somehow they end up getting posted. May not survive this one, but let's see what happens.
Tate put on the rain suit just to be totally safe.
Unfortunately, this one doesn't fit me anymore.
Oh.
Check this out.
No, you're good.
Anyway, we've been catching quite a few fish, no size yet. I'm really looking for just a decent fish. Like if we can catch like a 3, 4, 5, obviously we want the biggest fish we can possibly get.
If we could get a 10-pounder on this.
If we can get a 10-pounder, brother, not only it will be probably a lake record, I guess, I don't know. We got to get a quality fish on this bait. I don't know what that looks like. I don't know. That's the one thing we're missing so far. We caught a few numbers, not really nothing crazy, but we definitely got to see more out of this bait before, you know, it's able to be put on the shelf. We're gonna try not to get struck by lightning while I'm throwing around a giant chandelier on a big lightning rod.
Rod straight up in the air, son.
Wish me luck. Wish us all luck. Oh, I hear thunder.
There it is.
That does not sound good.
It don't sound great. I don't think if you're near a tornado, it sounds good.
Can we leave? Okay, actually, should we leave?
Oh, look at this. Look at what's happening above us here. How bad do you want the stank sauce to succeed?
Pretty bad. Somebody's got to be around to sell it. Somebody's got to be around to tell the tale. The rain has passed, but the fun began. Fish on, there he is. Big crappie, let's go! And you're not gonna believe it, it is on the bottom bait. We got a freaking crappie and it's one with the big black stripe down the back of it. What do they call those?
Those are magnolia crappie. It's a hybrid.
I call it a magnum crappie is what I call it. Pretty good sized crappie.
It's a mix between a white and a black crappie is what it is.
Look at that, he's got some shoulders on him. You see that? James, I think you're already fixing up some spotty bass, and I don't think you're gonna turn this one down.
He will fit in just fine.
You can see he's got that stripe down.
Got some shoulders on him too.
Yeah, on the old stank sauce, son.
Stank sauce coming in close. Stank sauce will catch just about everything.
Everything. We've caught walleye, we've caught crappie,
Spotted bass,
spotty bass,
largemouth bass.
pretty much anything. We're proving. Now, nothing crazy, but boys, full multi-species action. Let's go. Let's get this guy in the live well. So day one has come to an end, and we have caught 2 of the 3 target species. And we've got some crazy catches that we didn't even expect. But we're still missing a smallmouth, and that's one of the main things that we're after. So we're going back another day to see if we can finally knock that off the list. Fish on, fish on, fish on.
Get out of
Here
here.
we go.
What is he?
I don't know.
Oh, looks like
what it is.
is that smallie?
Maybe. Yeah, no, spotty bass.
That is a spot.
We're in the spots, boys. And yet again, on the stank.
The stank, brother.
The stank is doing it, boys.
The stank.
The stank. That is one of the bottom 3, for sure. Let's go. That's pretty good.
It's close to the boat.
Fish,
There you go. There you go.
That's a good. He's a good. He's a good.
Oh, it's a real good one.
Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. There he is.
Oh, look how
at that
fat.
one.
Look
at
how
that
fat
freaking
he
one.
is.
Let's go. Okay, let's figure out which one he bit. Which one he bit here. It is definitely on the bottom. It's definitely on the bottom. Guys, we threw the A-rig again, and we have caught a fat one. Guys, check out that fish. He is short, and he is stubby.
Show us that belly. Turn it to us. Brother, look at that.
Check it, little chubby guy. Water temp is about 55, 56 degrees. This guy's been gorging. Guys, that is a cookie cutter if I've ever freaking seen one. It felt really good, and I saw how long it was, and I was like, maybe not, but very nice fish. I'll take that any time of the day on the stanky. Oh, we're doubled up.
Oh, doubled up.
I'm gonna keep this in the water till we get some,
There he is. Oh!
That's a
spot.
That is a spot.
It's a huge spot.
That's a magnum spot, brother.
That's a big spot for here.
That is.
We doubled up, baby. Fish slap.
There you
Let's
go.
Let's go. So I tied the A-rig back on, gave it a few more casts, and it worked. I might spray a little bit more scent on these. Definitely have to refreshen them up. Let's go. I love catching fish, man. It's so much fun, especially on my own secret sauce. Fish on. Fish? Fish. Fish on, baby.
How is he?
Small. There he is. Largemouth on the A-rig. And stank sauce. Yeah. There we go. Not a big one, but he is a nice little fish. Not a keeper.
He's pale too. I bet he just came up.
Guarantee it. Another one. So we've had a pretty good day. I'm pretty happy with how this has performed so far. We'll go ahead and freshen up here. That's one thing about this is I've noticed you gotta apply it frequently.
Gotta refresh.
But I think that's pretty much the case with most attractants. I don't feel too bad about that. Also, I just gotta say, the A-rig is a really popular rig this time of year, and you may be thinking, oh, that's kind of cheating. It's not really cheating. It's something that's legal to throw, and people throw it, and maybe take stank sauce on the A-rig might just be cheating even more. This is working really well. Stank sauce is not the only thing that's caught fish in the boat so far, but I feel pretty good about how it's performed. Either way, we're at a new spot now. Gonna try to catch a bigger fish. There will be no greater testament to the effectiveness of the stank sauce than catching a new PB. So that's what we're going for. We're at a new spot. Let's get to it. Fish on, baby, fish on. Here we go. All right, and there he is, boys. Full smallmouth. There you have it, guys. We caught this little guy on the stank. That's what I'm talking about. We got a little jackhammer, I believe, there. And if you guys can see real close, actually, we'll move over to the big camera. I think you guys can see we got some of the stank sauce. Smells good.
Forget stank sauce. That's the smalley sauce.
That's right. Now, this is not the size fish we're going after, but it is one of the species we're going after. This is a smallmouth. Stank sauce, smallmouth, one of my favorite fish to catch.
I love the stank sauce. Please, tackle store, take it in and put it in your store.
Yeah, what he said. Going back. Let's go. Fish on?
Yeah, decent.
Let's go.
Oh my God.
Oh God, brother. Oh, it's a yeah. No.
It's a walleye.
Easy. Oh, it's a big one. It's a big one. It's a giant.
Please.
Brother, I don't know how to grab it. I don't know how to grab it.
Okay.
Oh my
We
God.
got that, do we?
I got him.
You got him?
I know.
That's a huge walleye. That's a huge walleye, James.
Brother. Whatever.
You got to get that walleye. Grab that walleye. Oh my God. You got him. Oh, James!
Oh my God!
That's awesome, dude. That is crazy.
Dude, I've never
Bro,
caught one.
is that a mounter? That's massive. That is massive. That's a freaking good one.
Brother, are you kidding me?
What do you think about that, James? That's a freaking...
Brother.
Okay, that's not a mounter. I might have went a little crazy there, but that's a really good first walleye.
Look at this. He's got like a black on his fin.
Yeah. So
That's
James
crazy.
James has never caught a walleye before.
No, we don't got these down in Texas. How many inches is that, bro?
I don't know, brother. We can measure him. We got
Let's
something
measure.
measuring for right here.
I knew when I hooked it, whatever it was a good one. I thought it was a huge bass when he came up.
What do you think about that? I didn't know what it was at first.
I didn't either.
All right, guys, I gotta say, that is a really good walleye. That's bigger than my biggest walleye for sure. Put him on here and measure him real quick. You wasn't throwing the stank
No,
stuff.
not
Okay.
that time.
All right, we can't take credit for that. But you know what? He's off the board, brother.
He's
There's the lip.
20,
Probably 23.
and I'd say 22 and or well, close to. I'd say he's right at 23.
So he's right at 23 inches. Okay, we can keep that guy.
Dang, bro.
I think we eat him, brother. Look at that, boys.
Dude.
That's a good one, brother.
That's sick.
That's a good one. All right, we're going to get a picture of this guy, get him in the live well, and we're going to take him back and eat him. James's first walleye. That's pretty
Let's
epic.
go. Is that a kayak?
Sure enough. What the? Buddy, I don't think somebody's out in here in this kayak, do you? Brother, we probably should go check it out. Yeah. Guess that is a kayak, brother. All right, guys, we have discovered a kayak here. Hopefully there's not a person connected to this kayak or at any point was connected to this kayak.
It looks like it's been here for a minute.
It does,
It's like
huh?
muddy on the bottom. Oh, look, it's cracked in the bottom.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
it's destroyed. Maybe the floodwaters got it.
Maybe.
See what's... There's a fishing rod right there. Look.
What?
Right there on the bank.
Sure enough. It's like got too much water in it. There's the fishing rod.
It's like broken though.
I don't think I can get this turned over.
It looks like it's been there for a minute though. You see it?
It's so heavy I can't get it.
We had a bunch of floods come through here recently. I'd say that's probably what it was because
Yeah.
look, see that big crack?
So we have done everything we need to do at the lake. We've knocked out all of our target species, but now we're moving on to a giant fish. But before we can catch a giant fish, we need some giant bait. And the bait, some mega bluegill. We're not running any stink sauce right now. We're throwing this out. We're gonna try to catch some bluegill. How many you think we need, Zach? 3. Yeah, these are some big bluegill. And plus, they're probably hybrids, so honestly, for everything else in this pond, it probably wouldn't hurt to take them out. We stocked this pond quite a bit. It's not gonna hurt to take maybe 1 out, or 2, or 3.
Or 10. Zach's hooked up.
Bait is here. What do we got here?
Oh, it's a bluegill. Look,
Brother,
brother.
I really hate to use that one as bait.
That's
I truly
huge.
do. That's
He swallowed it. He's gonna be bait anyway.
He will be
swallowed
bait.
it. That looks kind of like a pure bluegill.
That is a pure bluegill right
Yeah,
there.
so it's unfortunate. We probably wouldn't have kept this guy, but he did swallow the hook, unfortunately. So he is going to be bait. That's a good size bluegill, though. That's a lot of fun.
He's gonna take a bath in the stink. He got it. Oh, it's a bass.
That's everything's on the menu today.
Little tiny largemouth. Can't wait for the comments on that one, Zach. Bass is actually a really good bait for what we're targeting.
We have the potential to catch some giant flatheads, and cut bait, that's about as good as it gets. Bass, small people, it doesn't matter. Flatheads will eat about anything.
Like we're talking like 50-pound flatheads is what we're talking. Giant.
Bigger than that, right?
He said there was a 90 that got stocked in there.
Yeah, so almost the state record we have potential to catch. Finally hooked up. It's a big something other.
What in the world is that?
Some kind of bluegill. Perfect.
Oh, it's a bluegill.
That's perfect. That is perfect.
Purebred bluegill.
Is that a purebred?
That's a purebred bluegill. You can tell these are purebreds. They don't have any color on their fins, and their black spot right here is just black. Hybrids, they'll have a little bit of white or yellow on it.
Sweet. All right, we're gonna off this guy real quick.
Oh, Zach's got another one. What in the world is a bass? Man, we are smoking them down here.
Is this enough bait?
I feel like we got probably enough bait.
Yeah,
here
this should be
to
plenty.
work.
So we're gonna take that bass as well. So let's head on back and get these things marinating in some stank. And then we're gonna see if we can catch a giant fish. All right, we have the main container of stank sauce here. There has been a little rainwater added.
Is that
Not
the
much.
water in the? It's the water in the middle. Right there.
There's a little bit of everything in here. So one problem we're encountering here is you got to keep it stirred up. It's kind of like oil and water. Everything just doesn't mix together to create just one fluid solution. We're gonna mix it up. And we're gonna make all three become one, like the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. Here we go.
Here we
We
go.
got the cut bait here.
Hold on. We need some tongs or something to get something out. How are we gonna get it out of there once it's in?
I don't know. This is gonna be messy. There ain't nothing you can really do about it. All right, we got bluegill, bass, a little bit of everything in here.
There's the tongs.
Oh, there it is. Something about that just is.
That's good. That's good. That's good.
Something about that just don't sit right.
It's like we're marinating steaks, except they're
They're pieces
brutal.
of fish. Look at that. Get that? The juice is all up in there. Those are gonna be marinating probably for at least a few hours. And we're heading to a pond. I'm telling you guys, you can ask this guy. He's caught some big catfish before. They are the biggest catfish of my life. And really, the biggest catfish of all our lives is in this pond where we're going. It's a big pond, right? It's a good sized pond. They call it a lake.
Zach is an expert at catching fish out of a barrel, aren't you?
You're good at trout. I'm good at catfish.
Anyway, we're gonna let this marinate. We're gonna head to the spot. It's gonna take probably a couple hours to get there. And we're gonna try to catch a giant catfish. If it happens, it's gonna be crazy and it's gonna be a nice picture to sell with our bait. Stay tuned. Let's see if we can catch a giant.
Stank sauce, brother. Stank sauce. Stank Sauce.
S-T-A-N-K. Stank, stank, stank. The bait has been acquired, and now it's the time we've all been waiting for. Can the stank sauce lure in a monster catfish that roams in these waters? The biggest fish I've ever caught in my life is swimming inside this lake. All rods are rigged up now, and we made the brutal mistake of not bringing any gloves.
Which that's what do you do with that?
One man has stepped forward and volunteered his tribute.
Right.
We can't give him enough W's down in the comments, so drop a W, Zach. BDZ down in the comments.
WBDZ on this one, brother.
It's rough. Let me get the pole. It's gonna be rough.
He's volunteered, and truly, James couldn't do it because he holds the cameras a lot, and I'm gonna be messing with cameras and playing on my iPad and stuff while we're waiting.
So I'm gonna sit here and dig for the little sea devils below, Daddy.
Here we go.
All right, here it is.
There it is. It's
Now,
marinated.
here's what I'm thinking here.
Work it up, so it don't get his
work it up.
arm.
Right. Work
You want
it up.
head?
Work me up. No head.
No head yet.
It's a smaller body.
You don't
piece.
like head.
There it is. Oh my God.
Oh, I didn't. Okay, I didn't think you were gonna have to do that. Bro, the garlic and the.
Here we go. Put that on there. That's flathead
Oh,
candy.
it's like absolved the sky. Oh gosh.
The sand is in it pretty good.
Brother, it's absorbed into it.
It's
Look at the
solid.
meat. Hold that meat up real quick.
Hold the meat up.
That meat. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
It's like tainted it. Look how dark it is.
Telling you, I feel like that's going to stick on there pretty good. We'll just bait all these up while you got your hands dirty.
This right here.
Better watch out sitting that. Oh my gosh, look at the water.
Oh, you see it?
Brother, look at the water.
There's a chemical reaction.
There's a reaction unknown to man happening right here. What in the world? What is going on down
I don't
there?
know. Just simple bait attractant, fish attractant.
Rough. Rough,
That's all.
brother.
That's all. You don't have to hook any better than that.
Now this one, let's run bass on. You want to?
Okay. We used bluegill on this one. We're going to use bass on this last one, which is interesting. I've
I
never
wonder if they've
fished.
seen bass.
Maybe not. I bet they have. Probably. We're getting ready to try it out. I've never used bass as bait before. You probably shouldn't, but
Never look in the comments on this video.
nah.
Tate.
We're going to do it though.
We'll do it.
Little side mission.
There we go. A little bit of bass.
It's tough.
Bass is tough. And yes, this is illegal.
Take the scale off.
Take the scale off.
Go ahead and throw that one out.
How far you want me to throw it?
Halfway at the pond if you can reach it.
Halfway to the pond, Tate. You want halfway.
All right. Kind of like this little dock here. First cast. Here we go. There went the bait.
The bait come on.
Yeah, the bait come on.
That's brutal.
Brutal.
We're gonna have to get back in the bait bag again.
Zach will be getting back in the Tate's stank sauce.
He
one
said
more
swing it
time.
hard, and I did.
You did. All right, here we go. Rebaited.
Take two.
There it is.
There we go.
That's it.
Is that a good spot?
That's great.
Zach says it's great. He's the pay laker.
He spends a lot of time at the pay lake. He's fished here quite a few times too, so he's just guiding us right now. All right, guys, the rods are completely deployed here. I'm just going with a little technique. It's my favorite technique. It's called set it down and let it sit. Zach prefers to hold his. I don't know, just a preference. I don't know if I've ever caught a catfish by holding the rod. You,
Most of
James?
the time when
It's
you,
kind of like watching paint dry. You know?
Yeah,
We're
you
trying
just
to watch
kinda-
water boil. You just set it down and forget about it.
Set it down and let it work.
most of the time when you set it down, that's when you get bit.
Anyway, it's pretty cool to think that we have 3 rods out here and there are 100-pound catfish just swimming around. Like, we know for a fact, when you go to the lake, right? Like, you always think, okay, there's probably a lake record or even a state or world record in here. But we know for a fact that there are hundreds of pounds of catfish in here, which is pretty insane. My biggest fish, all 3 of our biggest fish is definitely in this lake. Just the thought of that is just, we could hook up today. You know what I'm
This
saying?
water, real muddy like this, there could literally just be one swimming, just cruising.
Yep.
Right here, like a little submarine. Can't even see it.
Couldn't even see it, but that's okay because I have a feeling, okay? I have a feeling the stank is gonna break through all the mud particles, all the dirt, all the griminess, and it's gonna bleed through to the catfish nostrils. And we're gonna set the hook on one real soon. So get the GoPros running, let's sit around and wait and see if we can catch a true monster.
Zach, look at there. How big is that?
Probably a 30 or 40.
A 30 or 40?
Man, I was over there chillaxing, about to catch a Z, and there's some big fish over here.
Swam right by.
Okay, not a lot to update on here, but we did see a pretty good sized fish. Zach said it was probably a flathead, maybe, that swam by there, just below the water surface. I will say this, we've also got some competition now. When we got here, there were 0 lines in the water. Now there are about 7 lines in the water. I mean, I don't think anybody's caught anyone. I think they might have missed one over there. Honestly, this is a great opportunity though. We get to see how we do. We know they don't have the stank. They very well could have cut bait. The only difference, the stank.
Stank versus no stank.
The stank will rank on tank. Just watch and see. Fish on. Fish on. Let's stink and go, boys. We're hooked up. We're hooked up. On the stank.
Pop up.
You're kidding me. You're kidding me.
Can't make it up.
Son of a...
Boys, we've been here for 4 hours.
We've been here for like, what's that one song? 17 days, something like that. I don't know. Listen, guys, it's been a struggle. Okay, we've spent a lot of time here.
It's on the bass head.
And we did have, oh, it was on the bass head. Look at that. Oh God, why? Why? We needed that. We have spent all day here, all flipping day.
That was us.
Did you not set the hook hard enough? What happened?
I don't know.
I am so just like, why are you ailing me? I didn't lose the fish, it was
Can
him.
you turn and burn one like that? And it pops off. What
Did he feel good?
No, not really, but like 15 pounds.
15 pounder? Man, I just wanted to hold something slimy and long in my hands. We can't leave without a fish. We just can't do it.
If we're here 24 hours, so be it.
Give us a little play-by-play right
Here
here.
you go, Zach.
Why do I feel like I lost the fish? This is the guy that lost the fish.
Went straight down. I was like, okay, it's just whatever. Then it popped straight back up, and I marked the rod, and then it went straight back down.
And that's when you set the hook and you failed him on.
And then he was off, matter of seconds.
He was on, then he was off.
We actually witnessed another humble soul across the pond.
Yeah, had the
Look up.
same thing happen.
Same thing.
Same thing. And might I add, that is the only bite I think we've seen all day.
And there's like
Only
what?
2 bites. That guy across the pond and up.
What were there, like 15, 16 people fishing this pond? And those are the 2 that we're seeing?
Yep.
That's rough, gentlemen.
Stink sauce gets bites. It's not landed one yet, and we need to land one. And the thing is, if we land one, he said that was probably a 15 pounder. That's probably as small as they're gonna get.
Well, we continue. We continue.
Yo, baby, fish on. Fish on, bro.
Storm coming in, brother.
We got a storm coming in right now.
How's he feel?
Oh, he feels good. Feels real good.
I don't even got a net.
Oh, real good. Real good, James. It's a good one, James.
Oh,
It's
son.
definitely the biggest catfish I've ever caught, for sure. For sure. Here we go. Oh, God.
Oh my
We gotta
God,
get this
son.
guy in. There's lightning everywhere. It's a big flathead, I think.
Here we go, let's get a look. There he is.
Oh,
Son.
There you go. No! No! No!
One thing that couldn't happen.
Dadgummit!
That was a giant.
Son of a gun.
That was a giant. That was a giant, Tate. That was huge. No. No, no, no.
Why? What was that? Probably 25 pounds? 20?
I don't know. It was
30?
big.
I don't know what it was.
You see the head on him?
Yes, James, I did. I saw the head. I saw the head of the catfish. Oh, that's incredible.
On the bass head, brother. Oh, he wasn't hooked good. He wasn't hooked good, is what it was.
That's incredible.
Let's discuss this in the car. Look what's going on here.
South out here.
Okay, get her back out.
Son of a...
You make the longest cast you've ever made in your life. There we go, son. Nice. Well,
I may just stand out here and sacrifice myself to the lightning, to be honest with you, after that. That's freaking brutal.
in the 5th hour, it happened.
Son of a gun. Son of a gun.
You can't make this up. Oh, dang. So okay, well.
Take me. Freaking take me. I'm gonna get the car for you. Take
Yeah.
me up on my word.
There it is. There it is. Get in here. Get in here immediately.
Hey, that hook's up. The bass hook's up.
Was that not right? Oh,
Did I not set the hook right?
No, he said that was about a 30.
that was a 30, by the way.
30 pounder.
30 pounder.
Son of a gun.
Wait, we're gonna let this pass and then
Yeah, we probably will.
Yeah.
Alright, as you can see, it's hailing. It's raining. The old man's snoring. I can't get over that, man.
That was pretty rough.
I wanted one of those nice, like, pay late pictures where I'm holding up the tail and the smiling. Then they post me on Facebook.
Well, upon further review, the hook set was
It was weak.
a little bit lacking.
I thought we had a circle hook on those. I gave him a little, but circle hooks, it's mostly about pressure. So that's my story. I'm sticking to it.
We're currently getting hailed on and trying to hope, honestly, that one of these things don't take it in the middle of the storm.
I hope it does.
Hold on.
Brutal. Missed it. Freaking missed it. I was eating some Cheetos. Where were you when it happened?
Oh,
Nice off.
broke off.
Son of a gun.
Clean.
We have fumbled. We have fumbled. You know what I mean?
We're fish fumblers.
That's 3 fish we have fumbled.
That's a sad but honest truth.
3 big fish.
What's the biggest hook we got? Oh,
No,
God.
I'm about to find it.
Broke clean off is probably a 90 pounder. That's on that same bass head, brother.
Same one.
We need to take another head.
We ain't got no more heads.
Oh, no more head. They like that bass head, you know it? There you go, you got him. You got him.
Let me move this out of the way. Oh, okay.
Easy, Tate, easy.
My reel's coming off.
That's not ideal.
Oh,
Let's get up here.
Let's get up here.
Here we go. Let's see him. He's right here. Oh, there you go. It's a blue.
Okay, here we go.
Get him on the bank. Get him on the bank.
He's on the bank. Let's go.
There he is.
Let's freaking go, baby.
He's in. Hours of trying.
The stank sauce.
The stank sauce is done.
Stank sauce. Look at this, baby. This is probably also the biggest fish I've ever caught in my life. This is a big blue catfish right there, baby. Look at that. That is a nasty looking fish, but that is a big blue.
He's right. He's been hit on a few times.
He definitely has. He's probably seen better days. Probably an older fish, I guess. I don't know. But either way, he couldn't resist the stank.
The stank sauce.
Couldn't resist the stank, baby.
There he is.
Look at him. Let's get a nice picture for the bulletin board.
Got it.
All right.
You said your reel was coming off?
Yeah, the reel was coming off. We were not ready for that fish.
No, that's not. He hit that thing like a ton of bricks.
Brother,
did you see that?
He couldn't resist it.
No.
Couldn't freaking resist it, son. We finally got a fish, guys. We have been trying so hard. And this is the second fish we've had on in probably, what, 10 minutes?
Oh, at least.
Stank sauce is heating up. The bite's heating up. We're going to get this guy back. One last look. Off he goes. Get in there, buddy. Get in there. Let's go.
Kicked off strong, bro.
Let's go, brother. Let's go.
Stank.
I'm pumped about that. Listen, that's great to get off our back because we have missed some fish. Fish bigger than that one.
Way bigger.
Way bigger than that one. Was that, what, probably 15, 16 pounds, 17? Something like that. Nothing crazy. That's probably the biggest catfish I've ever caught, for sure.
And that's probably one of the smaller ones in here.
Yeah, 100%. I'm pumped, guys. I'm gonna call it a PB. I'm gonna call it a PB. Okay, I've never caught a giant catfish. That's a PB catfish right there for me. We're gonna see if we can get one bigger though, because there are giant catfish in here. Giants. Straight up monsters. But either way, it's been a success and we have what we need. Let's see if we can catch a true giant now. It all comes down to this. We have the tackle shop right here behind us, right off the lake, and very commonly used place. Will be a great place to get your bait into, or your stank sauce, your fish attractant. So you guys know my inspiration is to eventually have my own business, make my own baits, make my own stank sauce. But we're here on the grassroots level, okay? I've got to take this in here, see if there is a demand for this, if there is a desire for it, and just see if they're willing to take it. Because all I need is a chance. I just need a chance. We've not talked to this person before. We've not been in here in weeks. We're gonna go in here, pitch them the idea of selling the stank sauce. It all comes down to this.
Good luck, soldier. Get her done.
All right, guys, I've got you all pointed down just for privacy concerns, but we got the stank here. I'm pretty nervous. I was nervous last time we did this. I'm probably even more nervous now. Hey, how are you? I've kind of got a weird question for you. So I have mixed every single fish attractant together to make this fish attractant, okay, that I could possibly find. And I'm trying to sell it.
Okay.
Would you be willing to potentially put this on your shelf and sell it?
I don't know.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Oh no! He's got the stank sauce with him. No!
We gotta make a phone call. Okay, all right, we're gonna make the phone call. I don't know, I feel like it's easier to say no when they're not here. Here we go. I'm more nervous for this than I am in there. Hey, is this Justin?
It is.
Hey buddy, this is Tate. So I come up here to the dock with a proposition, and I went in there and there was a nice lady told me to call you. So I've made this fish attractant basically by mixing a bunch of other fish attractants together, and I've got one bottle of it. I was just gonna see if you'd be willing to put this in the tackle shop. I've caught a bunch of fish on it. It works.
All right, that's fine.
Okay, cool, so we're good?
Yeah.
Oh man, thank you so much. That's awesome. I'll just go in here and give it to the lady in here, and we'll put her on the shelf.
Yeah, just try to put her for like $10 or something.
Ah, let's go. Justin, shout out to my guy Justin. When she told me his name was Justin, I was like, I may know the guy. So full transparency, I did know Justin. I don't know him, I'm acquainted with him. So just like that, the stank sauce is going in here on the shelf. You wanna come in with me? And we might be able to place it ourselves for $9.99. He said, yeah, $9.99. Look there. There it is. Yes, James, yes.
That's
James.
it, bring it in.
Let's go. Listen, if we're gonna start our own business, this is how we're gonna have to do it. This is great practice for us, and who knows, stank sauce, maybe come to a store near you. But if you enjoyed this video and wanna see something else like it, we mixed every catfish bait together inside Walmart and did the same type of thing, tested it out. You can find that right here. YouTube really thinks you like this video though. We hope you check it out, and we will see you next time on another episode.